Hi guys, GameTalk Willem II, Ajax 0-1. Today my buddy with me, PapiMento. I want to tell you guys, first time on location for us again because we had to cope with some COVID situation among the crew. And you have to do with me today because I'm taking over for Juan. Don't worry, he's healthy, no COVID there, but you have to do with me today. So let's do it. PapiMento, 0-1, man.
Yeah, great.
What do you think of the game? Take it away, first half.
Let's just say that it wasn't the best Ajax game, and we have a stat against us. You know, like if we don't score before the first half, we usually lose points. Yeah. So I'm very happy that didn't happen.
Yes.
And we maintained our lead, and before a Benfica game, before the Champions League, it's not going to be the same. It was raining cats and dogs, so it wasn't the easiest game to play. The way we like to play. Yeah. I think some players were also off. Yeah. Not their best performance, especially Blind comes to mind.
Yeah. Take it away because in around the 20th minute he had a pass and he lost the ball. And then we had a counter-attack against us.
Yeah, but it wasn't only that. He was very sloppy on the ball and not the Blind we're used to, because that's usually his best aspect of the game. And he was getting exposed. And to be honest, Willem II played pretty good for a relegation team.
I agree.
I didn't expect them to press us so hard. And it could have been 0-0 if it wasn't for Timber with that beautiful goal.
It could have actually been also 1-0 ahead for Willem II, because in the second half they had a big chance also.
Yeah, but
with a great pass.
We have Pasveer, man. Pasveer was great today again, kept the clean sheet, very happy with that. And don't forget, I mean, we did get the disallowed goal from Tadic. I thought it was beautiful from Tadic how he finished that. I didn't see
great
the
assist from Klaassen also.
Were you certain that it was an offside?
Yeah, I was telling the crew during the match, don't be too cheerful, because I think the Anthony at the beginning of the attack, it could be offside, and maybe they should call me Eagle Ajax because I don't know how I saw that one, but yeah, it was fortunately it was offside.
To be honest, even in the replay, it was hard for me to see. They did the line, but I'm not sure they took it from the exact moment that Klaassen shot it. So. Yeah. I think Klaassen had a big chance as well.
Yeah, but was it like he was too slow with that chance, or was it the pitch that also was against him? Because it was like mud and rain, it was draggy around the goal area. So was it like a bad situation from him, or was it the pitch?
Well, the ball fell in front of him. Yeah. So I think the first touch in which he wanted to bypass the keeper, so move to the side, I think that pass was a little bit too far for him to get the right angle to shoot immediately. So he wanted another touch, and then with so many touches in the box, you're not gonna score.
And isn't this the problem with Blind also? To get back to that first half, you said he was below par in your book today. Is it the pitch? Because he's a player that needs to have like a great pitch, that he can supply those passes and find those gaps. But if the pitch is like this with a lot of rain and the ball just stops all of a sudden when you make a pass, is this something that it's the fault of the pitch, or was he just not up to par according to your standards?
I think he had less time because of the press of Willem II.
Because they overloaded him, right?
They overloaded him, and I think that worked pretty well for them. And I hope Benfica didn't watch this game. Yes. Because if you overload him, he has less time on the ball. Yeah. If he has less time on the ball, I mean, I even saw him passing a ball to the direct defender, like not even a good pass. And sometimes just a loose cannon up front. Sometimes he came in the Tadic position and wanted to give a cross, and that was just against the defender. Yeah. So not his best performance, but it's Blind. He's been crucial for us, so we can forgive him for this match.
It's also the tactics of the coach, right? Because we have to give a big up to Fred Grim. He always makes his team play like attacking football and try to make something of the match. But even when they were with the players in the goal area of themselves, they were consistent and they were determined that everybody that had the ball and were about to shoot, they overloaded them also. They were also running towards the players, and just to block that ball.
Yeah, you see a lot with the opponents of Ajax, they walk back. Yeah. But you saw with Willem II today, they pressed forward. So even when somebody came on the ball, you see two people running already to the front to block the ball or block the pass. So that was really good. And just their counter, the speed in which they came out after they had the ball, that made it very hard for Ajax. I think our central defenders did great. Yeah. Timber, Martinez were solid again. Alvarez got
Yeah, substituted. Yeah, for Gravenberch. What did you think of that substitution? Because Gravenberch is a little bit not like a defensive pivot, also not solely an attacking pivot, but he went for Alvarez out and Gravenberch in. And you would expect that if Gravenberch would come in, that he would substitute Klaassen or maybe Berghuis.
Yeah.
What do you think of the substitution?
It didn't take that long before Klaassen went out as well.
Yeah, that's true.
For Danilo, I'm not sure, but I liked his performance today. Danilo, he had also a big chance.
Yeah.
Gravenberch, I think it was risky, but also in the first half we didn't see Alvarez. Like even in the defensive work he had to do, he was constantly being skipped because of the long balls of Willem II.
Yeah.
They would get the ball and immediately long ball forward so they can get the counter. So I think because of the midfield was getting skipped so much, Alvarez wasn't so much necessary as we usually want him to be. So I think that was actually a good call from the coach. I still don't get Danilo on the 10 or wing position. Haller for me was invisible today.
Yeah, he was.
Didn't do much to be honest.
And to get back to the last part of the match, we were watching the game together, and I was asking you, do you think we will scrape this win?
Yeah, I said.
And you were confident around the 78th minute, and you were like, yeah, we think we're going to win this 1-0, and it's enough. We're going to grab the 3 points.
Yep.
Tell us why you were that confident, and after you explain that, tell me about Timber, because I want to know your grades and want to know what you thought about the goal.
Let me start first with the man of the match. That was Timber. I think the goal was great. I think the assist from Anthony was great. He injured himself a little bit hitting the post, but I think he will be fine for Benfica. And the other question was...
you were confident in the last part of the match that we wanted to win this. And we had this stat that you referred to earlier, this game talk, when it's 0-0 at halftime, we usually drop points. Yeah. So tell me, why were you this confident that you would scrape this one through?
First of all, the offside goal of Tadic. I think the way he shot it was pure class, actually, from 16. And it looked like he didn't need any effort. And Anthony had also some of those moments. He didn't do everything great because I think he had like 5 shots from outside of the box that none of them were on target. Yeah. But he did have some beautiful passes. One was on Berghuis that was in the box. I loved that pass. Yeah. And the cross on Timber was also magnificent.
Yeah, it was great.
So I saw enough chances and opportunities during the game where I thought it only needs one. Yeah, it happened once, and we will get that goal. And when Ajax gets that first goal, it's
we have been in this position before, and it didn't go well. Like also needed one goal. But I'm glad we got the win at the end. I want to ask you one last thing. We had great matches last week, like big results. This is just a narrow 1-0 win. The confidence still high for you for a Benfica game?
Yeah. I think it wasn't only Ajax or it wasn't only Willem II. I think the surrounding, we have a full stadium back. I think that affects also the away games now. We had a field that was terrible to play as an Ajax team, not our best way of getting into our rhythm, let's say. Could we be more opportunistic? Yeah, maybe. But I think we did that because you saw that we were shooting a lot from the second line, 16-yard line. So they were trying to force it. I'm just happy they stayed calm enough till the end and got that goal.
Let's just hope the sun will shine, no rain in Portugal.
Yeah, in Portugal. Yeah, exactly. No, it's gonna be sunshine.
It's gonna rain goals, right?
Rain goals, exactly.